Welcome. My name is Tara. I'm really happy to welcome you to this space. In this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what this program is and who it's for, so you can begin to get an idea as to whether this could be a good fit for you. This is a space, a container, a program in which I support you in becoming the highest version of yourself. It combines individual, personalized sessions with 2 or more group experiences per month, plus access to an online library of meditation, breathwork practices, lectures, and pre-recorded movement practices that I've created, all with the intention of supporting you in integrating all the teachings, all your learnings on mind, body, and spirit. In the one-to-one sessions, you have the opportunity to work through whatever is moving through you right now, whether that be certain triggers you want to work through, blocks, patterns of behavior that are causing you suffering, stories and beliefs that need upgrading. So often we will do that through some talk therapy, but I will always be weaving into those sessions meditation and breathwork practices. I firmly believe that you have everything you need to heal, and it's just my job to help you remember that, to help you remember who you really are, to help you access the tools that you have at your disposal, meditation and breathwork, and help you remember what is really important to you in this world, in this lifetime. Using key spiritual concepts and teachings, I give you a clear map that aids you in finding your way out of the labyrinth of your mind, out of confusion, doubt, depression, and coming back to center, coming back to clarity and self-knowledge. So I would say that the most unique aspect or feature about this work is that it bridges the spiritual world with the therapeutic world. To give you an example, traditional psychotherapy is very useful when working through trauma, emotional wounding, patterns of addiction, mental patterns that cause suffering or depression. In the modalities of psychoanalysis and psychotherapy, we are given clear frameworks that help us understand the nature of the mind and our emotions, why we may be acting in certain ways. It helps us explain our behavior according to our wounds, our trauma, or certain stories that we are telling ourselves. But what is missing is the spiritual component. And so that's where this work comes in. We are spiritual beings, and there is a spiritual dimension to our existence that needs to be addressed and included in our healing journey. It's another way of seeing and perceiving the world, a way of making meaning, a way of looking at life and love, birth and death from a bird's eye view or a 360-degree perspective. So in order to deal with those topics, I hold a monthly lecture. We dig deep into those spiritual teachings in order to shed light on how to apply them practically in our day-to-day life. Also included in our work together is a monthly therapeutic breathwork session where we come together as a group and we experience the transformative power of conscious breathing. These sessions are very important. We use them as a way to experience transpersonal states. That is to say, a state that is beyond the body, beyond the personal. It takes us into the spiritual dimension, into a transpersonal experience where we can access our intuitive voice, our inner voice, more clarity, more insight. So that hopefully gives you a rough idea of what's included in this work and the kind of key, the essence really, as to what's behind it. Who's it for? So I would say that this is for anyone who genuinely is seeking a path to inner knowledge. Maybe you come from the more traditional world of psychotherapy or psychoanalysis and you're looking for the spiritual element. You feel like there is something missing there. Or perhaps you've come from a more spiritual path, but you don't actually have any tangible tools to make sense of life, to deal with your emotional life or your mental patterns or behaviors that are causing suffering. So this approach is a unique marrying of these two worlds. I would say it's essential for you to have some notion of the spiritual, to feel or sense or have seen that there is something more out there and you want to explore that. I would say if you are a committed atheist, then this is not for you. In terms of what you can expect to receive, the results. So overall, I see my clients attain a much greater sense of peace and calm in themselves. They demonstrate a greater depth in their self-observation, their self-awareness, much less anxiety, much more capacity to deal with stress or the stresses of life, surprises, unexpected, news, an ability to remain centered when all around is chaos. I've seen people leave toxic relationships. I've seen them leave soul-destroying jobs, reconnect with their creativity, commit to a self-care program, looking after themselves better, like really recognizing the sacred temple that is the body. I've seen them acknowledge and deal with certain addictions and overall, let go of destructive patterns of behavior and begin to carve out a life that they long for, a life that they love, a life that feels fulfilling and joyful and hopeful. So it gives me no greater pleasure than to see you heal and learn to love yourself more deeply, to remember who you really are, and to recover those sacred spaces within. So if you are still here and you would like to learn more or you would like to begin to work together, please click on the link below. You will need to book in a discovery call where we will go through the details, where you can ask any questions, or we can resolve any doubts you may have. And I'm really looking forwards to welcoming you into this transformative journey back home, back to your heart.